Today we'll be going over 5 types of landing pages that will scale your ecom store in 2025. And the first one we're gonna be starting off with is listicles. So I have this example right here. Pretty much what a listicle is just simply like a 6 reasons why, 3 reasons why, and then they'll call out some type of benefit or ideal audience to go with that. So 6 reasons why women over 50 need this derma planning system. And then you basically go over those key things right there. You can also do this more from an educational format as well, where you can literally go ahead and do something like, 6 lessons I learned from running Facebook ads for the last 10 years. And then go over those lessons, and like the last lesson could be something that's around like a sales message or something like that. So you can do 6 reasons, 6 lessons, something around there, and then you can push that with calling out a few key things and then going ahead, and usually it's the last one. You'll kind of have like more of like a sales angle on the last one if you're doing like a 6 lessons or 3 lessons why. And then if it's more like a 3 reasons why at the end, you'll just have like more of a call to action for your product itself. And if you look at my YouTube channel, I do have a dedicated video for this on how to create listicles that scale ecom stores, where I'll actually go a little bit more into this. And in fact, all of these that I'm gonna be going over today, these different types of landing pages, I already have videos on the YouTube channel where I've going into depth of how to set those up, test them, and all of those good things right there. And that's exactly where we'll end off at with listicles as we move into next one, which is advertorials. This is one right here from On It, where it's basically like how Joe Rogan gets fired up on all cylinders. And you'll notice it kind of goes into a story right here and then quickly going into the product itself. I've seen some advertorials that are really short, like this one. This one's what I would say is a little bit more on the shorter side, where I've seen some that were like 5 pages long and a lot more text heavy here. Typically your advertorial will work better for like unaware market and stuff like that. Whereas like if we go back to the listicle one, the listicle works really well for like your solution aware and product aware market. Whereas this one right here is more better for like your unaware markets. So this is selling his brain product, which, the big win, unaware big win is one of the ways to open up an unaware market. And he starts off with a big win, which is like how Joe Rogan gets fired up on all cylinders right here. So pretty cool one. Like I said, it'll typically go into like a story format. It's going to look more like a news article, which if you go and like kind of click on a few news pages on your like just a regular Facebook feed and stuff, and you'll kind of get some examples of this. I recommend checking out products like or pages like Yahoo Finance, Yahoo News, and look at how all of these are already structured and just replicate that, but also add a sales mechanism to it. And you'll also go through, if you're starting with unaware, you'll pretty much go through all the stages in that article. So you'll start off with unaware, lead into problem aware into solution aware to product aware, then aware, and then you'll send people to a product page after this article once you've taken people through that sales process. Now, if you want a more direct, what I would say, call out the product and buy, that's when we'll start looking at things like sales pages and VSLs. VSLs are really good, and specifically for your problem aware or solution aware market, as well as pre-sale pages, which we'll go into pre-sale pages here in a second. But this is a great example of a VSL page where there's a long video on here that takes people through problem aware or solution aware. Honestly, I think this is more solutions aware right here. They take people through solution aware, product aware, where to buy. It's a talking figure to it. And I personally really like these for ecom because, it's like literally an easy way for people to sit down and consume information versus have to like sit there and like try to read things. So it's just pretty much everything I'll show on a pre-sales page or a VSL will both be the same. It's just 2 different ways to consume that information right there. And you don't really have to put anything else on the page. Like the VSLs we do is just typically a headline, a video, and then a button to click. But this one, they actually have some other stuff on there as well, which we typically don't do. So I don't think there's anything wrong with adding the extra stuff, but I'm just getting from what we've seen worked and what we've done, we don't. So easy for right there. But yeah, so this is a VSL funnel. Again, have a video on the channel as well for VSL, listicles, advertorials, VSLs. And then the next one we're going to go into is your pre-sales page, which typically for a pre-sales page, while you can do problem aware and you can do solution aware, we'll typically start off with a solution aware market for this. It's just taking that and doing more of a long form. So the difference between a pre-sales page and a product page is that it's a little bit more structured and it's a little bit different than a standard like product page, and it's still like a funnel format type right here. So we're going to go through the product, we're going to go into the solution, the product, we're going to go into all the different unique things about the product itself. We're going to go into any questions, objections. We're going to tell some success stories, testimonials, all of those good things to just completely solidify that right there. Now, again, this will be for more your solution aware markets. So like we'll be hitting on all these key things in like the advertorials, the listicles, and the VSLs. It's just the whole page for a pre-sales page for solution aware markets based only around that. We're not really calling out any problems or unaware markets inside of there. And then all of these pages are going to be linked to the product page. So if we do a VSL to product page, advertorial to product page, or listicle to product page, or pre-sales page to product page, they're all going to be to product page. And then the last one is just your standard product page. If you don't want to do any landing page testing and stuff like that, which I do recommend because it does quite improve performance a lot, allows you to convert more people, and it helps you really break down that sales process. Then if you just want to focus on the product page, then Rose Skin Co. Lumi is a phenomenal one when it comes down to product pages itself. They probably have what I would say some of my favorite product pages. Honestly, it's just one product page, but they do a good job here with, instead of doing like a pre-sales page, they do everything on a pre-sales page but on the product page, and again answers all the questions, all the objections, builds trust, transparency. It's very easy, high quality photos of the products and stuff like that. And just a good product page will take you very far. Advertorials, listicles, VSLs, these are things that when you already have a really good product page, then you try these other things. So you can't skip the product page. That's where a lot of people fuck up at. They try to start doing all these crazy landing page tests and they completely skip the product page. You need to kind of dial in your product page first, then you can do all that on side of, on top of the product page itself. But Rose Skin Co., Lumi, phenomenal one to take a look at and go through, because it gives you a lot of just like key components that they do really well that you can replicate for yourself. So that's pretty much it. That's the 5 different types of landing pages that you can run to scale your ecom store in 2025. Do I have any personal biases or anything like that? Honestly, just long form pre-sales pages and VSLs are probably my biggest two that I'm biased to, but I've honestly seen stores scale to $1 million plus a month in the ecom space with all of these types of different funnels. So it's more just kind of depends on what level of market awareness your product is at, what level of market awareness you're trying to open, and kind of what kind of gap you need to solve for in revenue. That's also kind of dictate some of that. Things like clothing, for example, honestly, product page just crushes, because there's not a complexity to it. But the more complex products, like if I was trying to sell some type of medical device, obviously I would go like VSL, long form sales page or something like that. If I'm selling a product that's super unaware, then I'll probably take people through an advertorial. If I want to, let's say for example, sell a product that a lot of people are aware about, and I'm just trying to really hit on our unique characteristics, I may go more like listicle. So it just kind of depends there. They're not necessarily any of them are wrong. It just more kind of what you're trying to go after and what tool you need to pull to get that job done. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, I have videos on my channel for all of these different types of landing pages. So if you're curious about how to test them, how to create them, all of that, I have easily probably 30 to 45 minute long video for each of these pages on my channel that you can check out. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the rest of y'all day. Peace out.